Alright guys, this is my first video ever, so I'm gonna play a little bit of Meat Survival. Hello, hello. I'm getting some cars because I'm running out of space to put everything, and I think it's pretty useless to leave any loot behind because you're gonna need it anyway when the farming starts and all this stuff. So as you can see, I've put a small table here, and no zombies can get in, no AIs can get in, and I can just jump in and out, so I don't have to move the barrel the whole time. And I'll show you why I leave my AIs outside from now. Scott is stuck in the ceiling for several days already. I'll just give you a quick tour. Put a table and stuff here to make it a little bit more cozy. And I gave him beds in the beginning, but I think the problem is this closet here. I can't move this closet. And I try with a barrel pushing him up, pushing him to the left, to the right. He's just not moving, he's stuck. So we'll have to wait for an update or something. Yeah, and the water purifier is there because I don't need it anymore. I'll explain to you why. I can access barrels through the wall that I put outside. I can fill up my purifiers here, and also if I fill up a barrel, I have I'll show you. I have 10 buckets, so that's 10 liters. So if I need to go and get water, I fill the 10 buckets into my quick slots here, and I can fill up 100 liters of water in less than 2 minutes. instead of dragging the barrel there with one bucket. I also have this here set up. It's to cook and to make oil for biofuel. And the reason that I took this barrel is because the normal fires, the campfire here, is not, it doesn't burn for more than 2 hours. But the barrel you can fill up and you can burn for 4 hours, so I only have to throw in fat and it just keeps melting it until all the fat is gone. And otherwise I have to keep watching if there's enough wood in there to keep, and everything works. So I just put these closets under here for the aesthetics, and it's nice to have some extra space. I have dragged the fridge all the way from the villa neighborhood. Now let's see if we have still some foods. Yep. And also I noticed that if I turn on the generator, I put the meat in there. And I let the generator run for a while. I don't know how long exactly, it's just the first time I found out. But the meat stays fresh. And as you can hear, my generator is not running. So I think it's, if you put the meat in when the fridge is powered by the generator, you can keep the meat fresh. And also this meat, don't put it in the freezer because I don't think it's gonna last longer. This meat is specially designed to hang outside on a drying rack, and it stays very well and very long eatable simply on the drying rack. Alright, the next thing I have here is for leather, 3 drying racks set up. I have rebuilt this setup several times, but as you can see I am well stocked with everything, just because I keep it all together, and I'm very organized in keeping all my stuff together. And now I'll show you this side of the house. This is where I keep all my, so this side of the house is food and everything that comes from animals, and also my medicine is here. Everything you can eat, drink and process as meats and stuff all comes together in this place here. Yeah, matches are here, plenty of matches. And then here I have my inventory for engines, weapons and ammunition, and special things that I don't want to get rid of. Circuit boards, in the beginning I thought they weren't very common, but as you can see, you have plenty. But like lashings is expensive to make and it takes a lot of grinding. Duct tape is very rare. These ingots, they cost a lot of money to make, and gears don't come easy either, so I've put them all in a closet that is locked. Same with the helmets and the armor. These shirts are very expensive. And the boots are also very expensive, of course. And then here I have weapons that are too much to throw away, because I think in the future you will be able to melt them down. And then we come in the workshop here, and this is where I have my wood organized, so I can make firewood here, I can make planks here, and of course I have planks stacked in here. Then I have here my axes, hammers, saws, and my tools, general tools. tree bark, stones, nails and feathers, sticks, leaves, yeah, sticks, and some more sticks. So I have for everything a designated closet, and here I keep my leather. So I'm well stocked in everything. Okay, now I'll show you the outside of the house. So I've put lights up here. First, these lights I didn't make any of them. They are just gathered from around the map. Because if I make these small wall lamps, no, it's at the workbench. If I make these small wall lamps, these ones they keep disappearing. I save, I reload, and they're gone. So that's kind of weird. I've set up these cars here with all the loot that I have too much. I don't want to clutter the whole house. I want to keep it clean, and so I keep all this loot, and that's why I brought in those 3 cars. They are also those 2 are empty, and that one is half full. But I don't want to throw anything away because I think like hammers you can find everywhere, but if you bring them back and you need a lot of metal in the future to make pickaxe or for mining, you can throw all that stuff in the fire and burn it. And in the beginning I had all my trash thrown in a corner here, but I don't do that anymore. I just put it all in a car. And then I also have put a car here, and this is my my trash bin. Actually, I throw in all the empty bottles that I have throw in here because you never know. Maybe you can melt it down or something like that. And now I'll show you what I've built on top of the house. It's pretty impressive. I saw a guy who built his wall right next to the garage here. But I think that's a problem for the future. I made sure that I can drive my car all the way around my base. So if I have to get somewhere fast, or I don't know, or in the future. Oh shit, bandits. I keep my arrows here. Whoops, okay. Cheap and easy. Yeah, this is a normal suitcase that I picked up. So I put it here so I have all my arrows and my bows, because I noticed that if you just leave them on the ground, they outside, they disintegrate, so they lose their and the arrows are great, you can just pick them up. And the loot system on these bandits, if you just shoot them with your gun, you're out of ammo in no time, so you need an alternative. So if you leave this gate open, they get stuck against this wall, against this gate. And I've put up this table. I know it doesn't look good, but I should have, I'll show you. I should have built my gate like this, take this piece, and then take the next piece out there. So I could shoot under an angle, but I didn't do that. I only realized that afterwards. But if you put the dining table here, you can get hanging over the guys. Otherwise, you see that arrow there? It's from shooting without a table. You can't go far enough forward to shoot them. So as long as you have the table here, you can easily get shots off on them, and yeah, perfect. Same for zombies. Ah, there's another one. Ah, he saw me. Yeah, he sees me, so it's no problem, I have time. I just take my bow and arrow again. This is probably gonna change in the future, but for now it works. There you go. And I'm pretty terrible with a bow actually, but I'll probably get a lot better if I have some more practice. Also to equip the quiver again, I have arrows in this box here, so I can because some arrows break or they get lost, or you shoot, if you shoot straight down into the ground, they go too deep and you can't reach them anymore. So you need spare arrows to load up. So I have this quiver always with me. It doesn't get damaged. You can see the suitcase just glitches out, but it's no problem. You see 2 bags of sugar, what the fuck. If you start shooting these guys with you see this arrow is just gone. I hit the car and it just glitched out and it's gone. Should be in the car, but this one here. So yeah, I'm gonna make a few hundred arrows in the future, so you can also, sometimes the arrow just goes straight through the car, straight through the wall, into the building, but it's not here now. Show you the other side. I'm pretty happy about this side, but on the other side I made a mistake building the walls. I'll show you later. So you can prevent making the same mistake. You see, I have the same thing here. I have the table on the corner, so I can easily shoot the zombies or the bandits coming in. And I have the same here, two quivers filled with arrows and bows. If I'm by accident on this side, the only problem is I forgot to put a ladder up close to the edge there, so I have to go all the way here to climb up. Yeah, all the way here. So that's something I have to fix, but I can't break down the wall, so can't do much about it. Alright, now I'll show you how I built this. So these floodlights, I just took these small tables, and you can see you can see the ceiling inside. This ceiling runs through to all the way there, because the roof itself, you glitch through it, so you have to stay away from the edge. So you can put the table on the actual ceiling. And I put those tables there first so I could easily get on top of the roof, because the table is an easy point to hold on to. You see how I'm sinked in? You see I'm sunken into the roof, so you can't build on the roof. Ta-da! You see, there's this ceiling, and it's probably down there too, but you can't see in it. So you have to aim a little bit to find out where you can put the table, right on the edge. So yeah, in the beginning it drops a few times, but eventually you get it right. So you can see it. If you keep the front legs in the middle of the second row of tiles, you can put the table down. That's important to remember. Oh. Yeah, this is quite difficult to get up, but once you get up, I put a small campfire here just for the looks. So I can, when I'm showing off my base, I can make it look like there's fire and smoke coming from the chimney. Just something to have. And here's our friend there, stuck in the ceiling. I tried everything, pushing him down with a barrel from above here, pushing against him. It doesn't work, he's just stuck, and that's why I keep all the other AIs out of the out of the building, because I don't want to get him stuck there also. I probably have to reset my whole base just to get him out, because... And then here I built a little bit higher up. I thought, why not? It looks freaking cool. And also I can see from the road and stuff where my house is when it's daylight, so I don't... Yeah, it's just really good navigation, and it's a great view. Of course, it's really fun to come up here once in a while and to just look at the mountains and look at my fortress. Because I was thinking, this house is so small with a big wall around it, so maybe I can build something up there. First I wanted to connect the garage with these wooden tables, but then I figured out I can make a shortcut up on this side of the roof. So that's why I put those tables there. And yeah, you can just go next to the stairs there and just jump over on the garage, and you can walk on the garage too. But there's no possibility to build on the garage. think. Have a sip of Coca-Cola. Ta-da! So this is a really nice view of the whole map. You can see everything. I'll show you how I built this, because you can't connect two ladders together. So if you want to build on top of another one, you have to first build one without a ladder, because the support point for this whole wall is in the middle. So when you try to build a second one on top of this, there's no support in the middle here. That's why you can't stack on top of this part. And all the ladders, all the pieces with the ladders have that. So you first have to build one with ladders, and then next to it you have to build one without a ladder, and then you can connect them together like this. And that's how you build higher and higher. So I could have easily built a third piece next to this one here, and then I can build up and up and up and up, because now my options are getting limited, of course. I could build yeah, I could build higher, but I have to think about it, how to do this. Alright, that's my base. I left these two girls, they just sleep on the floor. I gave them, if you give them one bullet, they shoot a shotgun, but they don't even kill a zombie. And they just keep firing at it for nothing. It's strange system, it just doesn't work like it should be. And then here I train for my skills. I built 3 dummies, because if you only shoot one you don't learn to go left and right and up and down. And also don't shoot the head, because the arrow just goes straight through. You can only shoot the target in the middle here. Otherwise you have to go and search for your arrows in the kitchen and stuff. This is the best wall to do it, to keep all the arrows that you shoot, because if you look at this wall, it's full of gaps. So the arrows just fly straight through, and trust me, once they're in the forest, you can't find them anymore. Come on. I also have a chicken. I've put 3 chickens in here. I saved the game. I load it again. Only 1 chicken left. I thought they were escaping, that's why I put this fence around it, but they're not escaping, they're just glitching out and they're gone. So I would really like to see that fixed, because so this is my base. I'm pretty happy with it, but I'll show you. I'll show you what I did wrong on the other side there. I never used that side of the base actually, to be honest. If I was able to build my base again, I would be building this wall completely different. I would make a tower at the front and a tower at the back. I'll show you. So the first thing I did, I made these corners. I was building fast and I wanted to get it done because I didn't have time to really think about what I was doing, but I should have taken more time to think about it, because now I have these gaps here. I don't fall through it, but it just doesn't look so good. It's a lot better to make the wall in a bow that goes like this, you know. Make a nice circle, and then here is where my wall got finished, and I should have used one with a ladder to finish this off, because look what happens. I have to jump over this stuff every time I walk around on my wall. But I couldn't see it from down below when I was building this, so I just put these two walls, one to the outside to the left and one to the outside to the right, and then I placed one in the middle. You see what happened? Those three blocks got interconnected with these rails to prevent you from falling down. So yeah, that's something I would like to change. Looks pretty ugly, but yeah, what you gonna do about it, huh? Oh, I need foods. So I kept this food in the fridge when the generator was running, and yeah, it stays good a long time. Very long time. But this is still the king of foods. To be honest, this has been here for maybe a week of gameplay, 7-8 days. This food stays good, so this is really the best you can get. And you make it with salt and bear meat. So first you make it raw, you put it in a closet, and it stays very long fresh in a closet. Let me see if I still have some of it. No, it's all finished. And when it goes below, when it starts going down, you can put it on here, and then it starts drying. Let me see how much. Okay. Yeah, I should actually eat this from the fridge. It's a lot more. This I can make very easily with some wood, but the salt is limited, so I rather keep that meat longer. And I will take this piece of meat with me. Yeah, let's put the sugar. I also made this closet red so I can. It's just better because you can remember what is where easier. Yeah. fully awake now. I'm gonna turn off my generators. It doesn't burn a lot of fuel actually, but it's not good to keep it on for the whole time. I just have to remember to put it on when I put the bear meat in the fridge. Yeah, what was I gonna do? So I'm just gonna fill them up with stuff that I have. Alright. Now there's another tip I learned from a guy on YouTube, and that's how to kill a bear. Ah, there he is. The key is to get behind him. Once you're behind him, he's easy to kill. Always take animal fat. I'm gonna take 8 pieces of meat. Oh, only 7, yeah. Okay, I can't do that. Yeah, 7 is good too. And I always take the skin, I don't take the guts or anything like that. But I don't let anything go to waste except for the guts, because the guts is, you don't really need it. Put the skins, put the meat on the grill. Oh. Yeah, put some leftover wood in there. Let's see. You see, this goes above 2 hours, so you can put a lot more wood in there. See, 3 hours. And then I put the fat in here to melt it down to fuel. I'll turn on my generator for the fridge. Oh shit, that's not good. some animal guts here to make a bow. But next time I'm making a bow, I'm gonna get fresh animal guts because I made my bow and it started at 95%. So I don't know if this is a problem or if this will get fixed in the future. But I'll actually fill up some water again. I have to wait for the fat, so after that I'm going to look around and see if there's any oh, it's foggy. Alright, let's go hunting. If you want to draw in some zombies, you have to run across over the wall. Stamina. Where are they now? They're not coming, of course. Gave him one gunshot. Oh, and it's not killing him at all. The gate is closed, but they come inside anyway. No zombies. I infected. Stamina, I have to sleep. Right. The bow is at 0%, but it's still working, so... and I think I left my generator on. Oh. It's the other axe first. Yeah, I need to go and sleep first because this is horrible. Oh, in the fucking fire. Ah, still burning. Another left. Just put it on the table. Pick it up later. What am I doing here? Okay, now I can turn off the generator. Yeah, plenty of fuel. It can go on for a couple of days, I think, now. But as you can see, the meat has stopped going down. It's stabilized. And I think it's, if the fridge is turned on or off, it doesn't matter. Once the process is initiated, it's not gonna go down faster all of a sudden. So that's, I think, is a really good thing, because otherwise you have to keep running the 0.33. Yeah, I'm gonna throw in one more log. Yeah, 2 logs of log. Just to make sure the whole thing boils down. But if you have the normal campfire, you have to come back every 2 hours just to throw wood on there. It's really difficult to keep an eye on that. Ah, I didn't fill one up. Yeah, I'll do it like this then. Now I'm gonna pick up those arrows. You see? I shot 4 or 5 arrows and they're all gone. See if I can get this arrow here. Forget about it. Still a bit too early to go to sleep, so I'm gonna make some letters. Then tomorrow morning we'll go see if everything is respawns. What am I doing here? So yeah, that should be done now. Yeah, timed it pretty well. Yeah, I'll keep the meat in the fridge. I'll take some of this meat here. To eat in the morning. I think that's it for today, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Seven o'clock, that's 5 till 12. Yeah, sleep 12 hours, we wake up at 7 in the morning. You can just burn it again. It's just, it takes a couple of minutes, but I have a whole car full of this stuff, so, and it's really easy to make, so I'm not gonna keep it from now on. So I have meat. Let's check the meat in the fridge. Yeah, you see, it stays fresh without the generator. You just have to keep the generator running when you put it in there. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is destroy the generator to see if it's back already. Where's my freaking arrow? Huh? Yeah, I tried to swim with a suitcase. It doesn't work, so don't try this at home. Yeah, generator is back. Once we have the pickaxe, it should be a lot easier to harvest this big chunk of metal, because I think I'm gonna destroy my axe on this. I had 22%, so let's see how much our axe is now. Yeah, you see, it's just 20% of your axe goes down. And that's why I don't cut down. I only cut down the generators because the other stuff is it's good for emergency, but I think you spend more metal on yeah, someone's at the phone. Okay, I'm gonna call my video the first video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.